I'm Patrick Neas, and welcome to the KC Arts Beat Report. And my guest today is Eryn Bates Kemp, the executive director of the Harriman-Jewell Series and pianist extraordinaire. I've heard Eryn perform many times, and she's just mind-blowing. She usually accompanies musicals, and when you go to a piano recital, pianists will play a piece and take a breather, and play another piece, take a breather. But Eryn will play 40 to 50 minutes straight with a big smile on her face, a dazzling piano playing, and doesn't break a sweat, or at least I can't see any sweat from where I'm sitting in the theater.
No, they say you glistening, Patrick. It's
Listen,
all sparkle. It's
it's
all sparkle.
just sparkling. Yes, she's sparkling. And,
Uh,
and if you haven't heard Eryn in her role as pianist, you're going to have a chance when she's going to be celebrating her birthday with a Monster Mash Halloween Bash at 7 p.m. November 2nd at the Black Box Theater. We're going to be talking more about that. A costume's required of this, isn't it, Eryn?
yeah, mandatory.
Mandatory. All right.
Yeah, there's no party like a party I throw because a party I throw is mandatory.
Well, we're going to be talking more about Monster Mash in a little bit. And by the way, I should say that we're talking to Eryn via Mildred's Coffee House. So if you hear any clinking of
Little,
glasses and
little
stuff,
plug, little
any,
plug for Mildred's. It's a
yeah, any
beautiful spot.
ambiance sound, that's where that's coming from.
Yes, yeah.
Eryn has a lovely brick background to her right now. But well, anyway, Eryn, people in the arts community certainly know you as the executive director of the Harriman-Jewell series. How did you end up here? Because you're originally from Illinois, right?
I am. Oh my goodness. So I'm a theater kid and a musician by heart. And I came to the Kansas City area for college. I went to William Jewell College and studied in a overseas study program called Oxbridge. So I studied in Oxford. I play piano. I play organ as well, which I made me a really, really cool 16-year-old with my organ shoes in the back of my car as I'm driving. But I came to Jewell for music and studied and then stuck around the Kansas City area. I'm a bad penny. You couldn't get rid of me. So I worked in the theater community here and played for the Kansas City Repertory Theater and stayed in the theater world, but realized I wanted to be on the administrative side of things. So finished a master's degree in business and started working more on the admin. So my job as executive director for the series is the finance, the fundraising, the staff administration, and the like. So the administrative components of the series.
Uh-huh. When did you start playing piano, and did you take to it like a duck to water? I bet you did.
Yes, I saw it. I first came across the instruments and people playing in church. And so I thought, oh my gosh, I want to do that. That's the thing I want to do. And my parents reluctantly said, yeah, okay, let's get you into lessons, see if you like it. And I loved it. But it wasn't really until I was in about sixth grade when I had a friend who just challenged me. I think he just wanted an accompanist to play for things he wanted to sing. And we spent hours playing piano at his house over a few summers. Just singing and playing music, and he was challenging me to sight read, and I thought, I love this so much, I have to keep doing it.
Uh-huh. And you certainly did. And the organ aspect, I mean, I'm curious what you said. You had organ shoes in your car. What are organ shoes?
Well, there's your organist listeners will be so offended, Patrick. You don't know what that is. So
I know.
Organist, because there's a pedal board, requires special shoes for ergonomics, but also for feeling the pedal board. Your hands can feel the keyboard, but your feet need to be able to feel the pedal board to recognize distance and to properly play the instrument. So they're specially designed shoes for performers. They look like character shoes, dancers' character shoes. They're patent leather, but they're very soft leather on the bottom, and there's a small heel, so it helps you rock your foot back and forth on the pedal board.
Wow. Wow.
Oh,
It sounds
did
like
I describe that well enough?
yeah, no, but it sounds like it's a skill that'd be easy to lose, that you have to keep it up.
It absolutely it is. I'm hesitant. I feel like I should say that I'm a pianist who plays the organ rather than an organist, because it is a skill. You have to work hours and hours with the instrument itself. Every instrument is different, and it's a really specialized skill. So I do try to keep it up because I feel there are so few organists in the world that I have a skill set that I need to. I feel it owed. I have to pay it forward and
Yeah.
continue to play the instrument. So
Yeah, because a lot of schools, music schools and conservatories are even dropping it as a field of study. I've heard that.
absolutely, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel really fortunate. I mean, in England, it's certainly not lost.
Uh-huh.
The choral music is such a vibrant part of a cultural experience there, and so I just feel really fortunate to have kept it up through that as well. So the choral literature and you know, sacred music as well, but through the meaty choral literature is a way through.
I promise we're going to get to Monster Mash, but I thought just briefly, you're in the middle of a big season at the Harriman-Jewell Series. What anniversary is this?
This is our 60th anniversary. So we were founded in 1965. So it feels like a beautiful moment in our history. We're celebrating quite a bit. We've got a performance coming up November 1st in Canto, a sing along of Encanto, which my family is going to love. So Disney, Pixar, Lin-Manuel Miranda
Uh-huh.
music, which is great. And then two holiday shows in December, Joyce DiDonato and the King Singers.
I
Those
saw
two
Coco
performances.
last year and it was just
Yes.
absolutely fantastic. I just loved
Yes.
it. Yeah, the kind of unusual fare for the Harriman-Jewell series,
It,
isn't it?
it is a bit. It is a bit. We're really celebrating though. Families are such a big part. Students are such a big part of our music and what we do. And so this is a little. It's a new way to reach audiences in a different fashion. We've always had diversity, variety in what we do. So it's just another arm of that. You can come see. I like to say that our programming is like the weather in Missouri. You can see something on Friday night, and then if you don't like that, you can come back the next month and see something completely different. So it's just the variety is so important.
And to see the rest of the 60th anniversary season, go to hjseries.org. It's all
Thank you
there.
very much,
Oh,
Patrick. Yes.
sure. Now, you mentioned your family. You're a busy, busy woman. You have two little ones at home, don't
I
you?
do. I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and they are very excited for Halloween. My husband Stephen is a set designer, so we do Halloween really big in our house.
Neat.
Our porch is decorated. We have a scenic design, lighting design for our
Wow.
porch, and I'm making costumes for my kiddos, and yeah, we Halloween's a big deal.
What are they going as?
Well, my 4-year-old is going as a light up strawberry. I didn't ask too many questions. She's so excited, mostly because she gets to wear like glitter dress up shoes, and and a tutu. She's so excited. And my son is a Ghostbuster, and it's from his own choosing. We have no idea really how he got involved so heavily into this. It's not the new movies, it's the 1980s
Oh,
franchise. He can name all four, and Janine. He can name all four Ghostbusters. Um, and Winston is his favorite. So
oh,
I don't know. He loves it.
wow. Well, I bet with Stephen designing things, you probably have the most spectacular house in the neighborhood.
Oh, I feel jealous that I get to create these ideas, and then they're just all of a sudden there. He finishes things so fast. So yeah, it's great. We really do a good job celebrating the theme.
Well, Halloween is especially important to you because it's your birthday.
It is very important to me. Yes. So I was an early baby. I was supposed to be due in November, and when my mom went into labor, the doctor came in with Groucho Marx glasses on, and in true Nancy Bates fashion, she said, "We're not having this baby today." And I guess I had other plans. So yes, I was born on Halloween. It's a big birthday for me. So in the the year of our Lord, 1984.
Well, happy in advance. Happy 40th. That's great.
Oh, thanks, Patrick.
So, did you used to do special Halloweeny things on your birthday?
My folks kept that we would trick or treat. My mom would make these elaborate costumes. We would do such fun stuff, but I never had a costume party. They kind of wanted to keep that separate. My family has a lot of holiday birthdays, and so a birthday was a birthday and you got to celebrate, but we never combined them. Um, so I didn't really do costume parties until I was an adult, and then
Well,
I've never stopped.
oh, well, and now you're throwing a big costume party,
I
Monster
am.
Halloween Bash. Tell us about this.
I am. Well, I feel it feels like the most only child thing I've ever done in my whole life. I just I wanted to sing with my friends and uh have a band and play and have a costume party. And I thought, well, I don't want to just do this for me. Like let's do it broadly. So my dear friends have agreed to participate. But it's a cabaret night. It's a show of spooky-esque Halloween music, Broadway standards that vaguely have a Halloween theme, some folk songs, some original songs I wrote, which may be too much, but I think it'll be great. It'll be great. Lots of popular music, Thriller, Superstition, Poison Ivy, those types of things. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And will other musicians be playing with you, or
Oh yes,
uh,
I can't do this all alone. I've got a band with me that I've worked with in the theater world before. So some great friends. We're calling ourselves Eryn Bates and the Slow Death Band, which is very Halloween themed. Um, and then just a plethora of I feel so fortunate to have all these insanely talented friends are coming into solo on different pieces. So that's anywhere from local, highlighted names of Kansas City theater community to Clint Ashlock, who's the head of Kansas City Jazz Orchestra, to Mark Lowry, a really terrific one of Kansas City's leading jazz musicians. There's so many people I can't name them. There are about 25 folks that have agreed to join me on this silly
and you
thing,
don't want to leave
and
anybody out.
I know. So the list goes on and on. I'm going to actually have to refer everybody to the website of the Black Box KC. It's actually all words. The Black Box KC.com. That has more information about it, but that's including the full list of all my cohorts.
And people can get tickets there too at that.
They can.
Uh-huh.
They can, yes. So they'll search for the Black Box KC. It's at 1060 Union in the West Bottoms and Union Avenue in the West Bottoms. And they are a lovely Black Box with two theater companies that have joined together to host this space for provocative storytelling. It's a great spot for musicians. It's a great spot for theater performers and news stories to tell. So it's a really a thriving artistic spot in Kansas City.
Doesn't have much seating, or is it?
It's limited, and I have a lot of friends.
Uh-huh. Yes.
So
Right. So
please
get
get
your
your
tickets
tickets.
soon, is what you're saying.
Yes, I am a little bit, because it's going really well. I'm so pleased. This silly little idea to celebrate my independently celebrate my birthday, but it's just really a cabaret night. It's a performance night.
Since you mentioned Clint Ashlock, I have to say
Yes.
we're very grateful because Clint Ashlock and the Kansas City Jazz Orchestra provides the theme to our KC Arts Beat report.
Oh, well, thank you,
Yeah,
Clint and the KC Jazz Orchestra. That's
oh no,
lovely.
really, no, they do such a great job. Clint is
Well, it's
wonderful.
an all ships rise with the tide, don't they say? So
Yeah.
that's where we are. So that's my plug for them too.
Yeah, well, that's great. So you'll get to hear a whole lot of great musicians with Eryn Bates, I hate this. You wouldn't say this, but I'll say the star of the show at the
You are, yeah,
piano.
I can't say that.
I know. Because, this is your birthday. This is your birthday party, basically.
It is my birthday party. It's very funny because that feels like something, Patrick, that my dad would say. He's gonna love it because he'll feel like it's the Eryn Bates show. He'll love it. I'll be so embarrassed. I'm sort of embarrassed I've done the whole thing, but it's more just a celebration of all these great people I love. I just want to have an opportunity to sing with them again.
You know everybody, that's for sure.
I feel like I've been really fortunate in that because I met so many people through the repertory theater and in this work, this arts work we do, you just you start to learn a lot of folks. And when you're a collaborative pianist and accompanist, you just get to know a lot of people. People need pianists, and I do a variety of genres. So I think that's been really helpful to learn the Kansas City community.
Yeah, anything from Broadway to the Brahms German Requiem, right?
Exactly, exactly. I that's the kind of musician I mean, it might be a jack of all trades, master of none. But I love it all so much. I love the variety. I love as trying to be as versatile as I can be.
Well, you're at the right place with the Harriman-Jewell series for variety too.
I
Uh,
do feel that. Yes, yeah, yeah.
well, Eryn Bates, executive director of the Harriman-Jewell series and pianist. Again, that's Monster Mash Halloween Bash, 7 p.m., November 2nd. Costume required. If a person shows up in not wearing a costume, they'll be turned away, won't they?
They they won't be turned away, but there may be, I mean, this is all fun and
Or
games.
be
So
roughed up.
they may be asked to contribute a $5 donation to the Black Box Theater for their sins.
Don't
Their
rough them up.
audacity. Their
Yeah,
audacity, Patrick.
yeah, really.
Yes. My bangs will, yeah, I rough a lot of people up. I'm very intimidating.
Right, yes. Again, to get tickets, give us that web address again.
Yes, so it's theblackboxkc.com.
All right, great. Well, Eryn, it's always a pleasure talking to you, and a happy birthday in advance. I wish you all the best on Monster Mash and the rest of the 60th anniversary year for the Harriman-Jewell series. Many more to come.
You're kind, Patrick. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You bet. Take